So this past year has been an absolutely mind-blowing year for me. I've had the opportunity to work with over 150 individual clients. I've had the opportunity to do some really awesome experimenting, and I've been taught some really amazing lessons about how to heal the skin, and I want to share those lessons with you guys today. So the question is, will a ketogenic diet help you reverse skin disease? And the answer is no, it will not. And yes, it might possibly be the best diet ever for you. So what I'm saying is there's a very individualized makeup. And for some people, a whole food, plant-based diet, one that's high in carbs and low in fat, will not heal their skin. See, it all goes back to the 3 phases of curing and healing skin disease. Phase 1, cleansing and detoxification. I do not believe that during this phase, the ketogenic diet will help at all. The body really needs the fats and proteins to be super low so that the body can flush out the toxins. So in the first phase, ketogenic diet, I don't believe is a good choice. During the second phase, during the elimination protocol, it's also not a good phase because we are going to be testing foods. And so sometimes we're going to be doing high carb, other times we're going to be doing high fat. It's a testing phase. So the ketogenic diet will not allow you to do the testing phase correctly. Now, once we get to phase 3, this is where the ketogenic diet could work for certain individuals. For the people who go through phase 1 and phase 2 of healing the skin, and the information that you get is carbs, sugar, fruit, starches, lectins, beans, for you as an individual don't digest well and don't work for you as an individual, then yes, the ketogenic diet is going to be your best friend. Over the past year, I've had the chance to finally do this ketogenic approach with several clients, and it has worked amazingly. I'm not saying that every one of you guys needs to jump on the ketogenic diet or that it's a cure-all for everyone, but I think it's a valid diet for some of you, and will really be awesome. But remember, the first 2 phases of healing your skin are the most important. Let me give you a little bit of the results that I've gotten with clients during this last year of experimenting with people with the ketogenic. So there's two clients I want to talk about most. One of them is a young girl who had cancer. She was going through chemo while she was working with me. During that process, her skin was not improving much. And during that process, it got so bad that she basically was stuck in bed. She was exhausted. She was tired. The cleanses, the detoxifications, the process that we go through to heal people was not working for her. The results were not happening. The cleansing wasn't happening. There was no positive biomarkers during the elimination protocol. She wanted to try out the ketogenic diet, so she went for it. And guess what happened to her? Her skin improved mightily. The chemotherapy worked immensely on her cancer, and she went from being bedridden to being someone who is running 5K and 10K races on a regular basis. She's an absolutely amazing girl, and the ketogenic diet for her has worked wonders. Another client that I worked with is a 52-year-old female who came to me, and she was basically like, "Hey Rob, I've done the cleansing, I've done the detoxification, I've been on a whole food plant-based diet for a year and a half, and I'm getting worse and worse and worse." And I said, "Okay, have you done the elimination protocol?" She was like, "I've done the elimination diet." And I said, "Okay, the elimination diet is really hard to do, but the elimination protocol does something different. I'm happy to take you through it. Let's go for it." And she was like, "Okay, let's do it." The elimination protocol unequivocally told us that she does not do well on carbohydrates and sugars. She had major insulin issues, she had major cortisone issues, and people who have those issues many times don't do well on high carb foods. So we put her on a ketogenic diet, almost the medical grade ketogenic diet, 70 to 80% fat. We kept her carbohydrate grams under 20 per day. Her protein was solid at about 70 to 100 grams per day, and she improved right away. We did a quick cleanse, we did the elimination protocol, and we jumped right into the keto diet with her. And within 2 weeks, she was seeing lots of improvement. Now, you may ask yourself, Rob, you've said in the past that like meat and high-fat foods are really bad, and they are. They can be the worst foods in the world, but so can fruits and vegetables. There's some major problems with all food if you're getting it from the wrong sources. If you're getting the wrong types of fats and animal proteins, they can be absolutely dangerous. And the major thing that you're going to hear from me, and if you go back to my way long ago videos, I talk about this there, is that there's 2 different diet plans that people have used to heal their body throughout time. There's a fasting mimicking diet, which means a very high fat diet, and there is a high carbohydrate, low fat diet that is, on the other side, that utilizes hardly any fat and hardly any protein. What you see from both of them is that there's not a huge mixture of fats and carbs together in the diet. That is the recipe for disaster. So for most of you going the vegan route, going the whole food plant-based route, the high carb system will work amazing for you. And the high carb, low fat system definitely gets the upper hand when it comes to the cleansing and detoxification phase. But once you get through that cleansing and detoxification phase and you get through the elimination protocol and you start building your nourishing diet, many of you long term won't do that great on a whole food plant-based diet. You'll have to make some refinements and adjustments to it as you get over the 2-year mark. Recently, I have made adjustments to my diet as well. And with my clients, I've also experimented with the ketogenic diet. Yes, me, Mr. High Carb Low Fat, has been doing a ketogenic diet for quite some time now, and I will be sharing with you the foods that I'm eating, the results that I have, the reason why I switched over in the first place. But that will be coming next week in a later video. Today I want to focus on the general idea of can ketogenic diet really help you guys reverse skin disease and what it's done so far for my clients. So getting back to my story about my older female client who started the ketogenic diet, as soon as she started that thing, we saw biomarker improvements. Her itchiness in her scalp went away within about 2 weeks. And here's the most important part. She was able to start to sleep again. Before that phase of going keto, she did not have a back-to-back night without itchiness and without having, like the itchiness wake her up all night. She hadn't had that in years and years and years. Switching over to the keto diet after the proper cleanse and after the elimination protocol changed her entire life. Just with that adjustment, she was starting to be able to sleep through the night after night, without waking up from having to itch herself to sleep. And the process of healing her skin actually started to be very noticeable. So what I'm saying is, for certain individuals, the ketogenic diet will be absolutely amazing for healing the skin. Once you've already gone through the cleansing and detox phase, and once you kind of know if that food will work for you by doing the elimination protocol. But it's not a cure-all. It's not going to work for every single person. Like I said, and I'm going to keep harping on that, the first 2 phases are what informs you what diet you should use. So over the next few months, I'm going to be talking a lot more about the ketogenic diet, how to utilize it. If you're someone who's like, okay, I think the high carb, low fat thing is actually working for me, then just understand that this healing protocol probably won't work for you, and the path that you're on works amazing already. Don't forget that I reversed and healed my skin disease and have been symptom-free for 6 years without the use of any ketogenic or any type of fats on a high-carb, low-fat vegan diet. I did really well on that for a really long time, and I've decided to change things up so that you guys have a wider spectrum of protocols that can help you. I always experiment on myself and with my clients who want to experiment first before I put out my information and before I put out my knowledge. I will never give you guys information unless I've already mastered it myself. If this topic interests you guys and you're genuinely interested in how a ketogenic diet can help you reverse your skin disease, please tell me down below. Obviously, I've put out 600 and something videos explaining the other way to heal your skin. And now I want to focus on something new for you guys, something brand new coming from me. So if you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to know about my new ketogenic diet, the success my clients have had on it, please leave me a comment down below. If you have topics for videos that you want me to cover, leave them down below. If you're looking to get a hold of me, to have me lead you through that 3-step process of healing your skin, I'd be happy to do so. There's a link in the description for that. Also, hit me up on the good old Instagram at Stewart. Rob Stewart is my handle. Putting up lots of skin health information there as well. Anyway, guys, much love to you. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. And this video is pretty awesome about cleansing and detoxification. And this video is not a video, it's a press that button and you will subscribe to the channel. Much love, I'm out.